Now is the time for our friend Lance to make his way down over here and free ourselves of the burden that is finding these flower shrines, man. Please and thank you. We are getting some really nice karma out of it though, which means our quiver capacity is gonna be through the roof, let me tell you something. Although I will say, it's a bit of a sad day that Lance can't really do much aside from that. He was completely optional and added nothing to the quest, aside from some crystals in my pocket. All right, well, let's get the heck out of here, and we're gonna need to use these again, which is nice and all, so we'll do it. And also, as we head over here, yeah, you have to fall for a second before you can do it again. And now it's time for a bit of climbing. The boss is right ahead, and I have to say, out of the three, he is easily the most difficult of the lot, with the warrior being the easiest. Oh, what the? I can't climb up there, that was weird. But we do have a bit of a puzzle to solve before we fight him, so go ahead and get our fast travel point, and welcome to the home of the Mask Maker. Over here, we have a couple of cauldrons and 3 places to put them, and the way that you're supposed to do this is to look at the mask that is on the side of them. And every time I say mask, I feel like I'm saying masked, and there's supposed to be something that indicates that you have to take it to the designated spot. But what you can do to make this real easy for yourself is just put on the mask yourself and then line up the colors with the ones you want them to. So we'll go ahead and bring this one over here, and if you fail, it's not a big deal. You just have some enemies spawn, of course, but it's just the waiting that is the killer part of this section. So, well done. You've done a great job. You also get a very happy sound. That's nice. Set you off over there. And upon completing this task, you are going to find yourself at odds with the first boss holding the first relic, the Mask Maker, and he is incredibly annoying, and the first time you face him is probably just going to be one of the worst times you're going to have in this game. So if you want, you can wait until you defeat the other two before fighting him and having a better shot, but we're doing it here first, and this is potentially where you might want to rethink your charm situation, you know, if you're playing this in 2022 and beyond. But ladies and gentlemen, let's approach and interact. With that, the war of attrition against the Mask Maker begins. This guy really loves to teleport around. He's taken a page out of the old teleport wherever you possibly can book that Ganon has in the Zelda CDIs, but essentially you want to try to be as aggressive as you can with your sub-weapons. Throw your bombs, make good use out of them, because he'll spawn enemies. He will also try to attack you from both afar and up close just by teleporting in and getting real nasty about it. But there's some moves that I would really like to capitalize on, such as these. You shoot him in the head, and it immediately stuns him to the point where he basically won't be able to do it. Now, this is what I was talking about. You shoot one of these, and we got really lucky. He will be stunned just long enough for us to do a lot of damage. So get in all of your attacks. Make sure you're doing extra oof with that rot hammer, and there we go. Just hope that it does that move. But on some rare occasions, he'll whip out his light sword, and that is really annoying because he's usually undisturbed by it. This he'll also send out a pink force field. You can also capitalize on that. And like I said, it is a war of attrition. Stay back, strange. No one asked for any of this. But yeah, this is, in my opinion, the most annoying move to do. But ooh, if you go ahead and you manage to just be able to really be able to parry that, then you will be in a great place. Because then he's confused, he doesn't quite know what to do. Okay, yeah, the sword is really hard to deal with, so there you go. If you can interrupt it, feel free to, and he's just gonna keep doing it. That's fantastic. So sometimes on that third strike, if he does a third strike, he will throw his sword, and that is annoying. He'll sometimes do it on the second one too. Okay, now, if you stay towards the middle, sometimes you'll get lucky and he'll do that move again. Here we go. And I'm not sure how you're supposed to tell which is the right one. Guides have said that his eyes glow pink, but they all look exactly the same, even their eyes. Yeah, that one, his eyes were not glowing pink. It's very bizarre. Okay, we're actually very close here. Yes. Okay, please. He's almost done. He's almost done. There it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, upon defeating the fabled mask maker, we fittingly obtain the incense. But if it's not dragon blood, then trust me, I'm not interested. However, Zaju has something to say.
I knew Toshi since he was a boy. Watched him grow into a leader. He cared deeply for our people. Losing so many drove him to do terrible things.
Yeah, we get it. There's some traumatic experiences in Toshi's past, and he's had a hard upbringing, and now he's got to bear the responsibility of this entire village. And how does he do it? By being evil as hell. Now, next to the house, we find ourselves another charm, and this is technically one of the last ones in the game, but we also have the business pertaining to the recovery charm stone. Gain health from staff attacks for 5 seconds after taking damage. For 200 karma, I don't think that is worth it in the slightest, especially because you have your last hit protection lost. But resilience is also not really all that great. Staff damage increased for 8 seconds after taking damage. A lot of these are really just sort of meant to challenge you and not make the game easier, which is kind of a shame, and which is why I like sticking with my reckless strength. So you are more than welcome to play however the hell you feel like. But if we return back to the overlook, this part of his backyard has actually turned into quite the picturesque view, and I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting that they let that fade to black while we're over here. So, I don't know. I would love to live here. Like, this yard is magnificent. It probably smells incredible, you know? But that does it for the mask maker. Things are going to be considerably easier from here on out, and maybe not in the way that you would think necessarily, but to get back, you do need to fast travel if you want to make it easier for yourself. Now, I think next off, we're going to head back to the archery range, like I said we would, and right behind the house, somewhere that we couldn't access on account of all the corruption, has now been replaced with the force field. So go ahead and make any preparations you need to, because, well, this is going to be a fairly quick jaunt, even in comparison to where we just were. Well, as we proceed forward, there are considerably more areas where you could accidentally get squished to death in this section if you're not fast enough. So whatever you do not dawdle, because these will crush you if you look at them the wrong way. Through here, and we've got some friends, namely a Wraith and his friends, who are going to throw stuff at us and also hurt our feelings. So I want to take care of them before any of that comes to fruition. Please and thank you. If you would like to get out of the way while I abolish all of your buds. I beg your pardon, sir. Can't believe you would still do this to me. Even though your sword does look pretty freaking cool, man. Alright, we'll do another one. Why not? Here we go. I just had so much courage I didn't know what to do with it. I'm sorry to say. Now, over here, we have another memory. This one depicting something a little odd.
I haven't seen these markings before. They seem to depict a more violent nature, glorifying the hunt.
Huh, glorifying the hunt, you say? Well, what else is new? I feel like we as a society already do that plenty. You know, in books and film and the media. That is nothing new for us, but cut through here and you'll notice a tripwire of sorts, and I said that kind of funny, but if you step on it, you want to be careful and escape as soon as you can, otherwise you're going to get shot at by the hunter herself.
If only we still had their knowledge, we could make a weapon to defend our home.
These tools were hidden for a reason.
Oh, interesting. Toshi and Rusu sitting in the forest. Now, as we cross over this cranberry jello ass river, we now have enough points to finally upgrade our Quiver, so let's do it. Hell yes. 6 is unfortunately the most that we can launch, but by the time you get to 1, you'll have basically already recharged at least 1 or 2 more arrows, so it definitely helps in sort of keeping your streaks alive and keeping enemies at bay. Next up, we've got the Rotten Fused Bomb, which, as you can see, kind of useful, I suppose, but the Split Bomb has actually been doing pretty well for us, and I would rather just never purchase the Air Slam because it constantly gets in my way. But let's keep on going, avoid more of these tripwires, because I would really like to not get maimed, if at all possible. We have kind of like a labyrinthian-esque sort of path to take, but you want to be careful because in taking all of these out, you sort of stop yourself from suffering once you get into this fight and you accidentally, you know, trip it. We have a flower here that will not reveal itself until we summon a new friend, and this one will go by the name of Derek. And unfortunately, Derek is not going to see the light of day until everyone is dead here, because as you could imagine, you kind of are very vulnerable when summoning your friends. So the second we do that, get ready, because we're gonna have some company here. So we got you over here. Just gonna go ahead and take care of you there. Is there a wolf? My God, what the damn, dude? Okay, not a fan of that. Are you gonna start taunting me or are you gonna throw stuff at me? I thought there very well could have been a wraith nearby. There you are. Good to see you. Oh my God. Okay, let me just go ahead and take care of you. You're all over here. Go and line you up. Oof. Okay, not quite what I wanted to do. And ooh. Okay, this isn't too bad. Let's try this. All right. Sorry, Derek. No, you blocked it. You stopped them from doing the thing. He was very confused there. There we go. Okay, thank you. I'll just pass right on through over here. Oh man, I didn't grab the courage. Stop it. Leave me be before I get Derek on your ass. All right, you know what? Let's do this. There we go. Okay, we're fine. Derek is cool. Let's get rid of this. And everything around us comes to life. Now, is this the one that I need to backtrack to? Yes. All right, don't forget to grab this because it's sort of hidden nonchalantly. It's just crystals. Damn. That'd be another cool hat or something. And there's something over here. Oh, let me take a look at this stuff. I have never uncovered that. I just assumed everything here came back to life. But we're gonna use our friend Derek to go ahead and cleanse another flower shrine because we're already almost done with the hunter's path. Trust me. Oh, you're literally just flavor corruption. All right. Sorry, Derek. They really gave you the run around there, didn't they? Summon you back. Even better than before. And, ooh, I heard something outside. That's kind of sketchy. Okay, will this hurt? It will. Okay, you go that way. I'll go over here. And there we go. Yeah, that was like right outside my window. I haven't mentioned it yet, but this is a night recording session. I don't normally have those. And anytime there's a noise that sounds like there's something right outside my window on the second floor office, get a little nervous, you know, but probably okay. Just hopefully everything's okay because Sarah is actually out of town, which is why I've been able to record so much of this in just a small amount of time. Okay, so this is the boss's arena, and as you recall, when we fought the mask maker, all we had to do was move 3 cauldrons into very specific positions. This one, we have a bit more of a task at hand, but I would consider this a little easier than even doing that. So we have some, very far crystals. I think there are, what, 7 of these? Well, anyways, what this will allow us to do is summon the hunter herself. That's all we had to do. It's time to fight, and be ready with your arrows